What's your outlook? Look on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve.
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair, and it's Smart in it to one.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Smart finds Tatum from downtown. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And stolen by Brown. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. Knocked loose.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Hero, no good.
Hey, guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
And here's Butler outside. Knocks down the triple.
Jimmy Butler understanding the spacing on that particular possession and able to knock it down.
Hero for three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum is advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, BA. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Here's Horford. And Hero grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Martin finds Lowry. Here's Martin. Butler passes to Martin. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Smart passes to Horford. Down low. And Horford powers it home. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
The Celtics with the lead. Tatum passes to Williams. Back to Smart. Baseline try. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Now here's Williams. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Offensive rebound. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Tyler Hero. No good on the free throw. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Here's Tatum. They get it back. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
With the skills of a guard, Tatum has the size of a power forward. It makes him so tough to stop inside.
Here's Butler. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Brown passes to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. The kick out to Williams. Second shot opportunity. Horford can't hit. Adebayo with it. Guarded now by Williams. Puts the move on. Tatum with the block.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Smart with the bucket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Miami trailing. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Tatum. The shot by Butler, no good. Left side Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post. Tatum's got 7.
The more strength Tatum puts on, the more effective he becomes, especially finishing through contact.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Smart with the bucket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And I don't know if everybody's getting in this block party flow, but that's what's happening tonight. They've done a great job of being aggressive on all the shooters.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down, and he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Martin outside. From deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
Oh, and in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
They grab their own miss. Tatum from long range. That shot off the mark, and it's Miami the other way. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Lowry outside. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Smart with the bucket. The Heat have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Lowry into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's gotten his first points in this one.
And the dribble move by Lowry, just setting up that play, toying with the defense, and getting it done.
Horford finds Williams. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Lowry. Here's Tatum. He has 7. Horford passes to Tatum. Now Williams. Hounded by Adebayo. Back to Tatum. Here he goes. Brown against Hero. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Lowry outside. Butler against Horford. Butler passes to Lowry. Brent, at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a reemergence of the big man, the traditional five.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional five is part of your action.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside, firing off his shot while drawing the foul.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Brown against Hero. Horford with a steal. On the wing, Tatum. He's got 9. And Williams punches it home.
Look at how Tatum surveys the whole floor. That's how he spots the wide open man.
From deep three-point range. Rebound Boston. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Horford passes to Williams. Now Tatum. Pass to Smart. Here's Horford. And the shot goes down. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
Good closer to the rack. Horford's added a jumper, but at home on the inside.
Butler against Tatum. Butler passes to Lowry. Butler up top. Give him 8. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. It's stolen by Tatum. He goes up. And finished off by Tatum.
The two-way game of Tatum on full display. His defense translating into offense. Love to see it.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hero outside. Butler passes to Adebayo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
You wonder just what it is that's next for Bam, as he's shown incredible improvement in a very short amount of time as one of the more versatile bigs in the league. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Lowry, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And so it's Boston, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've had incredible. Allie, as always, thank you. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
On the floor for Boston, Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. Back to Hero, out to Lowry. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. The Celtics shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Back to Smart. Here's Tatum. And Hero grabs the board. And for Miami, they're shooting only 27% for today's game. Here's Butler. The layup off target. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, BA. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Adebayo with the rejection.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For Boston, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Martin with the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. And here's Lowry. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Hero finds Butler. Martin left side from deep. Unable to get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Smart outside. Here's Tatum. And it's in there. Tatum's got 13 now.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics. For Boston, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And the Celtics call time here. So Miami ends up going with a new group and some changes here for the Celtics. White against Oladipo for 3. Hauser can't get it to go. Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Back to White. Over to the left wing. Here's Brogdon. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Brogdon's got his first points of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Brogdon. Takes it inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Really good angle of attack there for Brogdon. Just saw a little angle and took it.
White against Oladipo. Love inside. Pass to Strus. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williams. Outside White. Driving to the basket. Rebound by the Heat. From deep. Doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Muscala finds Brogdon. Over Love. And here's White. Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Strus' shot is off. Boston dictating the flow. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Williams. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Boston again missing. High post here at 7. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And there's no question that Kevin Love down on the inside becomes a handful to defend.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Here's White going inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 17 at the end of the period. How about the way they've attacked the And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kevin Love out there with Omer Yurtseven. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Strus in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Brogdon with the ball. And that's Love picking him up defensively. Hauser, that's good.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
On the wing, Strus. Hey, nice D from Muscala. Boston's shooting at 45% of the game so far. Brogdon, offensive rebound. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
How about Brogdon just adjusting there and then finishing with contact?
Miami calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Brown can't hit.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
For Boston, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Outside Tatum. Smart up top. He's guarded by Lowry. And it's Tatum missing. For Miami, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Adebayo, a screen on Smart. Hero with it. Now guarded by Brown. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, Butler feels like he can take and make just about any shot that he wants. What great confidence on display.
Lowry, right side. Pass to Butler from the arc. The rebound, Celtics. Williams has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brown passes to Williams. Denied by Adebayo. Martin outside. Adebayo with it. Butler finds Adebayo. Tipped away. Outside, Williams. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. And the Celtics lead by 18. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
That one misses for Tatum. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Hero.
And since entering the league, Tyler Hero has had higher expectations for himself than anybody else. And with that kind of size as a guard and his shooting ability, he very much will realize it.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Martin. Hero outside. Back to Martin. Out to Lowry. Let's go with a three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to Smart. Adebayo grabs the board. For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. To the middle. Here's Lowry. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Celtics.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Horford for three. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Williams finds Smart. Jacks up a three. And Hero grabs the board. Inside. Pass to Butler. Launches a three. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Tatum. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Butler passes to Martin. Back to Butler. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, right now, Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
Pass to Smart. Back to Williams. Trying to get back on track. The kick to Tatum. Takes a three. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road.
Midweek. And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Right, Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, home in the paint.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And Van Vliet launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. On offense, here are the Heat. To the middle. Back to Martin. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Martin missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pirtle with a screen on Butler. Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Pirtle is just a brick wall. Then you have to try and roll with him to the basket. Good luck.
And Smitty Fred Van Vliet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run an offense. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam finds Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet. Clock at 6. Pirtle trying to get open. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. From outside the arc, that's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Butler attacking. Passes it to Martin. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Martin with a screen on Pirtle. Here's Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Fearless drive by Bam Adebayo, not afraid to sacrifice his body if it gets him to the line.
And Adebayo drops them both. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Lowry against Van Vliet. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's good from Barnes on the assist by Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Outside for Martin. Back to Hero. Now the feed to Martin. Good D by Siakam. Raptors leading by 7. Barnes passes to Siakam. Barnes looking around to the inside. It's stolen by Lowry. And now Adebayo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Adebayo throws it down.
Look at Bam finishing strong, making sure the defense can't stop the break.
Out to the right wing. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 7. The pass to Adebayo. That shot off the mark. And Toronto will come the other way. Barnes with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Siakam. Up again, and Anunoby stays with it.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
Kicks it out to Hero. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Outside Lowry. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Poked loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here. Possibly over before it began.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Raptors. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Toronto.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Jimmy Butler is out there with Martin, and it's Adebayo in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Right wing. Kicks it out to Hero. Three-pointer, Martin. It's hauled in by Trent.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 11.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Here's Martin, rejected by Young. Van Vliet with it. Lowry picks him up. The dunk by Achua.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Oh,
yes! Yes!
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Lowry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Smitty, no doubt the veteran Kyle Lowry certainly possesses a lot of that wisdom at this stage of his career.
Greg, he's one of those guys that his teammates respect. A proven champion that plays with toughness and intelligence. And a big part of this team. You know, the universal theme to Lowry's game, it's toughness. Mentally and physically, he tries to wear you down.
It's good. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Trent kicks to Boucher. Anunoby passes to Boucher. Back to Anunoby. Uncovered, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Better facing up than back to the basket. Steal. Anunoby gets it done from the mid-range.
Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Now off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
For his career, Bam shooting a high percentage from the field because he typically takes good shots.
Trent outside. Into the lane. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Martin dishes to Butler. Fires for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Jimmy Butler hoisted that one from way downtown. You got to be able to defend him that far out.
Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. Here's Trent. Second chance shot. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Miami the other way. Martin finds Lowry. Hero against Trent. Martin wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors leading by 13. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Getting high in the air. Gary Trent Jr. teaching the rim a lesson.
Anunoby against Butler. Adebayo with a screen for Lowry. Outside for Martin. Three-pointer, Butler. Here's Hero. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto. Driving the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Martin, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% from the line a season ago.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Lowry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And so it's Toronto sitting with a comfortable lead up by. Okay, David, much appreciated. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Anunoby against Hero. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors. The Heat trail by 16. Hero kicks to Butler. Outside for Martin. From past the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The kick outside to Butler.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Barnes down low. Defended by Butler. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 6 points.
Showing the grit. Scotty Barnes holds his own in the paint.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Raptors leading by 18. And Anunoby, here we go. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
We've talked about it. Be ready when your number's called. OG Anunoby's very accountable, and he's been very active on the offensive end.
And Bam Adebayo. Steve, what a force he's become over the years.
He has, Kevin. The impact really started once he became a starter. And you've seen his scoring go to the roof.
Trent's checked in for Anunoby. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Siakam against Butler. Sinks that one from the post. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Barnes against Butler. Now, here's Siakam. T right on him, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Raptors substitution. Koloko. Thaddeus Young.
Barnes kicks to Trent. 4 on the shot clock. Can't hit the corner 3. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 19-point game.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Boucher, comes in for Barnes. Martin's in the post. Young's there. Young with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Anytime you get a chance to run in this league, you take the opportunity. Gary Trent Jr. did.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Young inside, covered by Martin.
Great body control and the long reach. Bam Adebayo was all over that shot.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Here's Trent. And the layup's good off the glass. Trent's got 6 points.
Fights his way through the trees. Gary Trent Jr. with a nice finish.
Outside, Hero. Young against Martin. Pass to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
The physicality of Jimmy Butler poses so many issues for defenders.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Flynn, and the rejection by Lowry. Martin for 3. That one doesn't go. And so it's Toronto ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing set for them, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. He had a nice open look right there.
Quick reflexes pay off for Butler. He gets the shot up before the defense can react.
Takes a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
With the step back. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Double team on Adebayo. 3-pointer, Butler. Toronto grabs the miss. Inside. Adebayo with the ball.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Raptors substitution. Precious Achua. Scotty Barnes.
Lowry against Van Vliet.
Jr. Fred Van Vliet.
Now Hero. He's guarded closely. And here's Martin. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred Van Vliet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin. Slashing to the rim with confidence, Fred Van Vliet isn't bashful about attacking defenses like this.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow. That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Here's Siakam. Here's Achua. And it's Trent in the corner. Buries it from 3-point range.
Do not leave him open in the corner. Gary Trent Jr., he nails it.
Adebayo finds Butler. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Back to Trent. The 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Junior.
Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Gary takes a lot of threes, and you see why.
Outside, Hero. Back to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Double team on Adebayo. Martin from outside. That shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Trent, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
You know, if you guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr., he can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Young comes in for Achua, and Chris Boucher's subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Lowry. They can't stop the run with that one.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jay, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble.
A second chance effort. Here's Boucher. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Gary Trent Jr.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Great use of the pump fake by Chris Boucher. Shot right into the coverage and drew the foul.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto.
And when you talk about Chris Boucher, an impressive forward who brings a lot to the table.
Hero passes to Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. Boucher with the rebound. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And yes, it's good.
Quick reminder there, Butler has the capacity to take over the game at both ends.
Anunoby finds Young. Back to Anunoby. Now Boucher. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
right, everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. You can see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So the Raptors starting five. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Brown. Right side Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. VanVleet with it. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Horford with the block.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
Pirtle finds VanVleet. Horford against Siakam. Knocked loose. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Second chance shot. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Pass to Tatum. From 9 feet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Siakam. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Pass to Pirtle. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Toronto?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Achua's checked in for Toronto. Out to Horford. Back to Brown. Left side Tatum. Smart for 3. Here's Williams. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Anunoby. Now here's Trent. Young with a screen on Brown. To the middle. Tatum with a steal. Outside, Brown. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Brown.
Well, This is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
It's Barnes on the wing, hounded by Tatum. Barnes passes to Achua. Right wing. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Smart passes to Williams. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Raptors with a lead. Trent on the wing, defended by Brown. Trent, the pass to Achua, the kick out to Van Vliet. Five to shoot. Back to Achua. The shot misses, and Boston going the other way now. Here's Tatum. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside Young, pass to Van Vliet. And here's Achua, and out of bounds. The Celtics will take it.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Peloko.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. There's the triple. And Young pulls it down. Outside Barnes. Shot to end the cold streak. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
With 2 seconds left. No good on the layup. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Raptors up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Tatum.
Gary Trent Jr. taking pride in his defense right there. That's a big-time contest.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Boston trailing. Here's Brown. The kick to Tatum. Here's Williams. Back to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Pass to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Smart for 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
One thing that makes OG Anunoby unique in this league, his nationality.
I've heard OG say he hopes to inspire other British players.
Well, I think, B.A., he's proved that there's a road for them, right? Basketball is played all over the world, and all you need to do is find somebody to notice you. The NBA certainly becomes more international every year.
Pass to Tatum. Goes back up. Here he goes. Goes back up. Williams misses. And for Toronto, they're shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Siakam for three. And the Raptors miss again. And the Celtics in possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Over the left, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Achua comes in for Pascal Siakam. And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
Here's Van Vliet. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
The drive by Smart. Rebounded by Trent. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from three. And now it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
First personal foul. Second team.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now Smart, guarded by Van Vliet. And Smart with the bucket on the assist from Tatum.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebound, Boston.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
The Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. Doris, Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Pass to Achua. Here's Anunoby. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher comes in for Achua. And it's Barnes in for Van Vliet. Anunoby passes to Boucher. 5 on the clock. They double him with Brown. Anunoby for 3. The rebound, Celtics. Williams has got rebound number 9 now.
Oh, no, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Trent outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Trent. Here's Boucher for 3. And again, no good by Toronto. The Celtics with the lead. To the paint. It's stolen by Pirtle. And they're running. Barnes passes to Trent. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
The Celtics shooting only 27% for today's game. Here's Smart. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Man, good whistle there.
That one's off.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. Trent, the pass to Boucher. Smart grabs the miss. Outside Tatum. Comes up empty down low. It's good if it goes. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Brown. Here's Smart. Anunoby covering. Kick out to Brown. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown, who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Free throw good. Brown. Toronto trailing. Left side Anunoby. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
And when you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Well, the Raptors shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Back to Barnes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Hook loose. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position, Greg.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Siakam, pass to Barnes. Now here's Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And that one falls for Tatum. Achua's checked in for Toronto. And so Tatum nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Siakam, right side. On the take. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists now in this one. For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Smart passes to Brown. To the inside. And he lays it up and in. Smart has got 5 now.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And the Raptors making a change here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Achua finds Van Vliet. Buries it down low.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now here's Tatum. Outside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And guys, increasingly we've seen Jaylen Brown willing to shoulder the offensive burden, and boy, the ability just blossoming.
It's Van Vliet with a drive. Good work there as it goes.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum against Barnes. Tatum can't hit. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Trent with it. Brown's there. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The drive by Smart. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You know, this is in part what makes Marcus Smart very dangerous, right? He can slice into the defense. He's got that remarkable speed to get where he wants.
And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Back to Trent from outside the arc. And again, no good by Toronto. The Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Horford. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
At the line for 2.
And he drops the first. Horford hits them both.
Well, Al Horford, one of the most respected veterans in this league. Why? Well, he's unselfish, and it's always about team first.
Smart against Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Siakam into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Siakam's got 6.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Horford can't hit. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in it to 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Smart. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Down low. The kick out to Van Vliet. Lots of room. The shot no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Williams with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Pass to Horford. Kick out to Brown. And here's Smart. 5 to shoot. Williams with it. Covered by Pirtle. Back to Smart. Rebound by Van Vliet. Toronto trailing. Boucher left side. Here's Pirtle to tie it up. Boucher, no good. And for Boston, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Pass to Tatum. Looking to get back on track. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? He's the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
How about the bounce?
We could call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And the Raptors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Anunoby. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
There's Tatum with the 3. Birtle grabs a miss. Birtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Brown. Smart against Van Vliet. Brown passes to Horford. Outside, Williams. Here's Tatum. He can't hit that time. Pirtle with some nice D. The Raptors have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Outside Barnes. Pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, stepping up OG Anunoby. He has become such a valuable contributor to this team.
And he ends up making the second. And that ties this game up.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Outside Tatum. Here's Smart. And the layup is good. Smart has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Marcus Smart stays ready for these moments when his number is called, the ability to deliver a big-time bucket.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Scotty Barnes with the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Pirtle with the ball. 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Now Brown. Oh, he nails it! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
It's Williams, high post. Pass to Smart. Now here's Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart. Almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
Van Vliet on the wing. And here's Barnes. Here's Siakam. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are... Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in at the point guard position.
Boy, what a score right there. Jaylen Brown able to absorb the hit, still make the shot. This guy is a big-time talent.
And finished off by Boucher.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Well, the Celtics shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Smart passes to Tatum. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Jason Tatum under duress. Big moment, no problem.
That's his first.
And that one falls for Tatum.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Boucher outside. Over Horford. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Here's Trent. Here's Boucher. Trent outside. Fires for 3. Boston with a rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Trent to stop the run. Rejected by Brown. Williams finds Tatum. And here's Horford. Williams in the post. Covered by Boucher. Here's Horford with the drive. Oh, good D by Boucher. The Raptors have gone cold here in OT. Just 1 for 6. Looking to get it going. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Gary Trent Jr. has been fearless since the moment he stepped into the NBA. How about that big-time bucket?
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Smart for 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Now the Raptors with it. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The shot won't fall. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brown passes to Smart. Kept alive. Horford. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Boucher.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket.
At the line for 2.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that stretches their lead to 8. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And Anunoby for 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
OG Anunoby has put in such work on his perimeter game, and boy, that three-point shot getting more and more dependable.
And here's Brown for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So we see the Celtics get the win here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and
Similar style used by both sides of this matchup, Richard. Teams that prefer to operate in half-court sets rather than in transition.
Yeah, and look, that puts a premium on defense. Both teams can run a ton of different sets, and that means you've got to be prepared and disciplined on the defensive end.
Good points. So the opening lineup for the Heat, the wing set for them, Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Adebayo, and it's Lowry in at the 1.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Nice ball movement by Boston. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. No good from outside. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Smart. Dish now to Williams. And that one drops.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
Now Smart, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range, really left alone that time.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Over Williams. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Horford. Pass to Smart. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. He's off on that one. Adebayo against Brown. Outside Lowry. To stop the run. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And it goes down 2 points.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Now here's Butler. Kicks it out to Hero. Driving to the basket. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Now Martin. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Here's the three. Lowry can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Hero. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
And he makes both free throws.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Smart passes to Tatum. Over in the corner, Williams. Butler against Tatum. It's hauled in by the Heat. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Lowry dishes to Martin. Lowry kicks to Hero. Back to Lowry.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Boston leading by 3. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Back to Martin. Dishes to Butler, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Eight seconds left in the first quarter. Smart passes to Brown. No good on the three. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And that one, good.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Hero finds Adebayo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Williams dishes to Smart. Shot clock at 5. And Adebayo sends it back.
And a menace defensively. Adebayo with the swat. He's an all-defensive team member for a reason.
Butler on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Butler against Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season number.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Now here's Brown. He's got 7. At the top of the key, Horford. And he drives in, and the dunk by Horford.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Good work defensively by Horford.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Count that one.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
The Heat trail by 7. Hero kicks to Martin. Passes it to Adebayo. Taken away by Williams. Down low. He dishes it to Smart. Outside, Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Smart play by Tatum. Using the fake to get the contact, get to the line, little easy two.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Hero. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Butler from outside. No good that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Outside Williams. Pass to Smart. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Now, here's Butler. Lowry finds Butler, looking to end the run.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Smart on the wing. Driving in, here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
Now, here's Butler. He has 6. Martin up top. Over in the corner, Hero. And it's Martin missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. The pass to Horford. Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Horford's got 9.
And not every big can hit from there, but Horford has that versatility because that man has put in the work.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a 3 with a 3. Just merciless.
Tatum no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Butler finds Hero. Back to Butler. Rebound, Boston. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Martin against Smart. Back to Williams. The kick out to Brown. Williams passes to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Williams dishes to Tatum. Back to Williams. In the corner, Smart with it. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
7 seconds left now here in the second. Hero kicks to Adebayo. No good with the triple. And so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. I'll look. Thanks for the great interview, David.
14.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Now here is Martin. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the clock. Butler, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Now, here's Horford. After Jaylen Brown's miss, the kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now to the left wing. Here's Williams. No good on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 15. A deep three from Butler. Lowry with the ball. Williams picks him up. Kicks it out to Hero. Offline with his three. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Back to Smart. It's stolen by Adebayo.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Kicks it out to Hero. Five on the clock. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics leading by 15, and the Celtics can't hang on to the ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom
The previous play is under review.
determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one position.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
So Boston ends up going with the new group. They could use a bucket. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's White. Boston, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 15. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon, maybe the smartest guy in the NBA.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his third foul of the game. 1:58 left in the third. Here's White, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Derek White was only 6 feet in high school. No D1 schools even offered a scholarship.
Derek ended up at a D2 school, but White had a major growth spurt up to 6'4". Transfers to a D1 school. The Spurs take him late in the first. What a crazy path to the league.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
It's White on the wing. Rebound by Butler. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Hero. Martin with the screen for Butler. And again, Miami with the triple.
And Butler, someone you got to stay with in that pick and roll. All he needs is a little space, and he is ready to fire.
Now, here's Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. White. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Passes it to Adebayo. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics leading by 11. Williams passes to Brogdon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Lowry kicks to Adebayo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Martin. And the foul called on Grant Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Miami no good on that time either.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And so it's the Boston Celtics looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Mike Muscala out there with Williams. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Williams.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He's had the fans behind him tonight, and that's really been a key for him. Once he got going, they sensed it could be a special night every time he touched the ball. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Smart kicks to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Horford the pass to Smart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Heat making a change here. Zeller's checked in. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Outside, Smart. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And the shot is good. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Buries it from three-point range.
Look at the big Tatum from the coffin corner.
Outside Butler, and Lowry has it in the corner. Hero kicks to Butler. Outside for Martin. Will it go? Miami no good on that time either.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
For Boston, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Lowry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Tatum passes to Horford. To the paint, and stolen by Butler. And Lowry has it in the corner. Back to Zeller. There's the pass to Butler. And here is Zeller. Kicks it out to Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Offensive rebound. Smart on the wing. Butler with the steal.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Williams.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Inside and stolen by Zeller. Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Kicks to Brown. Right side Horford. Brown the pass to Williams. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
Good on the second free throw. So it's Miami now. Lowry kicks to Butler. Puts up a 3. Butler can't get that one to fall. Brown inside the line. Misses there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. It'll be the Heat off the tip. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Siakam. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Anunoby against Hero. Anunoby passes to Barnes. The kick out to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Butler passes to Martin. Here's Hero. Back to Martin. This one for 3. And again, Miami with a triple. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
That's good from Butler.
So much has been given by Jimmy Butler over the years. Hard to believe it took him a little while to make his mark early in his career.
And Butler didn't get selected until the last pick of the 2011 draft. Brent, a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Yeah, you can say that again, B.A. Once he did get the chance to play, it did not take long to see just how special Jimmy Butler could be. By his 3rd year, he led the league in minutes, and he's just a guy you always want on the floor.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Here's Adebayo. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Lowry. Barnes against Butler. Here's Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Pirtle's got 6.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Heat have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. On the attack, Hero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Barnes.
Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled.
All right, Brent, how about what Tyler Hero brings to the table?
Well, Tyler is such a huge part of why the Heat had so much success last season, coming off the bench with unbelievable consistency. And he shot the 3 as good as ever, raised that scoring average up. This guy is not an all-star yet, but he's on the fringe, B.A. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Van Vliet with it, picked up by Lowry. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
And here's Butler outside. Fires in the triple. 7 points in the game.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to a shot.
Trent, the pass to Barnes. Trent against Hero.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Toronto.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Lowry finds Hero. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Van Vliet, the pass to Achua. Trent with it. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Barnes. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
Now here's Martin. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Adebayo in the post, guarded by Young, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Thaddeus Young. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Hard to tell coming out of college what it was that Bam Adebayo was going to hang his hat on offensively, but for sure you knew relentless effort was going to be part of his game.
Hero against Trent. Van Vliet up top. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And it's Trent penetrating. Off with the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And so it's Jakob Poeltl making highlights for the Raptors. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for Miami here in the second. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the point. Now here's Butler. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly. That one no good. Siakam against Hero. And Siakam gets it to go. Siakam's got his second basket of the game. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Now here's Martin. The three ball. Lowry, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Trent against Hero. Back to Anunoby. Stolen by Hero. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. And there's Hero on the assist by Adebayo. Hero's got 5 now.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Trent. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Butler with a steal. Anunoby against Hero. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Raptors with a lead. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Martin finds Lowry. Hero against Anunoby. Adebayo passes to Hero. And finished off by Adebayo.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Give him 8.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement. Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Doubled by Van Vliet. Now Adebayo from behind the arc. That shot off. Siakam against Hero. And here's Barnes. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Adebayo with a steal. Martin outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Anunoby on the wing. He's guarded by Lowry. And he jams it home with authority.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Hero. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Siakam. And Butler with the block.
Great defense from Jimmy Butler, judging when that shot was going up and getting the rejection.
Lowry drawing the double team. Pass to Martin. To halt the run. Now here's Butler. Anunoby covering. The offensive rebound. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Martin. They get it back. Adebayo passes to Hero. 1 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Bam's size along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
And the second free throw is good. Just 4 seconds left in the second period. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh my God, that was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
And the defense, note.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors earning this break in the action, up 10. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Well, Jimmy Butler can score on all 3 levels, inside, outside, and from distance.
From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor? And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Lowry against VanVleet. Pass to Anunoby. Fires the 3. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Van Vliet right side. Siakam pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Graham.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Young with it. Martin picks him up.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Hero to the left wing. Butler against Barnes. Left side Butler. That shot is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And stolen by Adebayo. 4-3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. They get the rebound, and it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Barnes. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Stolen by Lowry.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
Left side Butler. The 3 is up. Goes up again. And Adebayo finishes inside. Adebayo's got 8.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
It's Barnes on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. Miami has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the 3rd. The shots just aren't falling. And here's Butler outside. Butler can't get that one to fall.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Barnes against Hero. Barnes passes to Young, and Young slams it in.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Butler against Barnes. Inside. Oh, it's stolen. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. The kick out to Young. The 3 from Barnes. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Trent.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And for the Heat, they're shooting a less than average 27% in the 3rd quarter. It's tipped. It's Barnes on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Stolen by Hero. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry with it, and it's Trent picking him up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
Free throws good, Adebayo. And both free throws good for Adebayo. For Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Here's Siakam. Banked it in off the glass. Siakam's got 6.
And just using every inch of his incredible wingspan, Siakam is able to make some creative finishes.
Stolen by Siakam. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors out in front, up by 15. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center position.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
To the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Martin. The free throw drops for Boucher. And Boucher drops them both. And for the Heat, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Fires the 3. Butler can't get it to go.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Lowry. Off target at the rim. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Achua with the dunk.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Adebayo in the post, guarded by Trent. Boucher against Hero. And Boucher, here we go. Pass to Barnes. The 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Up top, Hero, guarded by Trent. It's stolen by Pirtle. Van Vliet on the wing. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Barnes. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
The Heat have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Adebayo. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet, out to the wing. Pass to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. The baseline J. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Martin, the pass to Hero. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
So fun when you make the right read on the break. And Hero did so there.
Trent outside. Now here's Boucher. Van Vliet outside. Boucher passes to Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Van Vliet left side. Puts up a 3. Toronto the rebound. Outside for Boucher. Martin against Trent. Back to Boucher. Pure from three-point range. Boucher's got 7 points for the quarter.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Scotty Barnes.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Adebayo finds Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot, and Bam does such a great job of it.
Back to Van Vliet. Boucher a screen on Lowry. Van Vliet with it. Hero picks him up and finished off by Boucher.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Pass to Lowry. Adebayo with it. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
Miami.
4 on the clock. Here's Hero. Barnes with the rebound. Van Vliet against Butler. Trent outside to the left side wing. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
God keep our land.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Obviously. Both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. And the shot goes in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. It's stolen. The dish to Barnes. Anunoby against Brown. Anunoby, good.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby. Pirtle's got his second basket of the game. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 6-point game. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Now here's Tatum.
Gotta love the way Pirtle defended that shot, closing out on shooters and making them think twice.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball called on the play.
Van Vliet with it. Williams picks him up. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Anunoby has the open look. Horford with the rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. He gets it in there.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Toronto working the ball around now. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Anunoby's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Siakam against Tatum. Here's Brown. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Barnes against Horford. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Siakam outside. Great D that time from Tatum.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Smart passes to Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pirtle with a screen on Smart. Van Vliet passes to Pirtle. There's the triple. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 5.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Brown, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Barnes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Anunoby, good.
OG does a good job of getting ready for catch-and-shoot situations. He knows the value of preparation.
Outside, Smart. Outside, Tatum. And there's the drive. Smart dishes to Tatum. Pirtle with the steal. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. No one near him. That one doesn't drop. Now Boston takes it the other way. It's tipped. Brown down low. He's guarded by Anunoby. Outside, Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum kicks to Smart. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tatum, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Out to the wing. Back to Anunoby. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for your Raptors. Precious Achiuwa. Thaddeus Young.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Here's Brown. Here's Horford. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Toronto.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Scotty Barnes is out there with Young. And it's Achiuwa in its center. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Achiuwa finds Young. Back to Achiuwa. The kick out to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Raptors need to get a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
To the wing on the left. Van Vliet outside. Back to Achiuwa. The dunk by Achiuwa.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Trent outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Young drives in, and Young slams it home.
If I was still playing, I would love to play with Fred Van Vliet as my point guard. Fred keeps all of his teammates involved.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Smart. Tries again. Left side, Horford. Tatum passes to Horford. They shoot again. And the layup good by Tatum. Tatum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Back to Young. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Here's Trent. They need this. The rebound by the Celtics.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Horford. And Boucher sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Raptors trail by 8. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
51 seconds left in the second quarter. Trent passes to Boucher. Van Vliet wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Passes to Boucher. Back to Anunoby. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anunoby's got 10 points.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
And the dunk by Brown.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. All right, David, thank you. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the court for the Celtics. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Raptors with a fresh shot clock.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
Outside, Horford. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Celtics leading by 7. Tatum dishes to Horford. Here's Smart. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Siakam left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine. I think what you love about Pascal Siakam, he never stops working on his game, and he's self-motivated.
Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And Toronto making a change here. Achua's checked in. Van Vliet passes to Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet. He feeds it to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Here's Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
Both good from the line that time.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Van Vliet against Smart. Pass to Achua. And here is Pirtle. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Achua, no good. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
The innate ability of Siakam to see the play forming and gets where the team needs him.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Tatum to the middle. The kick out to Williams. He's looking for Horford and finds him. That one drops for him. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Barnes comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And he's good on the second. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Trent outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Fights his way through the trees. Gary Trent Jr. with a nice finish.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count it.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Going inside, tipped away. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Flynn against Brogdon.
Hey, yo, right here.
He takes it in. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to White. And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. It's Boucher out there with Pirtle. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Some changes for Boston. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Siakam, the bounce pass. Here's Trent. Barnes trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hurdle is terrific at positioning himself for these putback jams. He's a load down there.
Smart passes to Brown. The feed to Horford. The kick out to Tatum. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
Diverse in terms of his offensive talents, Tatum is the type of player who you expect to score at least 20 every night.
Nobody near Barnes. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brown kicks to Horford. Back to Brown. And stolen by Barnes. Siakam against Tatum. Back to Barnes. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
Using that length to attack inside Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Horford the pass to Tatum. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto trailing. Siakam with it, picked up by Brown. And finished off by Siakam.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Tatum on the wing. For the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists now in the game.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Siakam passes to Pirtle. They double him with Horford. Kicks it out to Siakam. From outside, off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Brown down low. Defended by Trent. And the shot goes in.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Barnes outside. Trent outside. The kick out to Barnes. And stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Smart. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A foul can't hold Pascal Siakam's shot back. He commits to the play and gets it in the air.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Tatum against Barnes. To the paint. Here's Horford. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Siakam. They double team Siakam. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. For Boston, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Yes!
You can't say enough about Horford's poise in high-stress moments. Thrives when the whole team is counting on him.
Siakam misses. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Here's Brown and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smart passes to Williams. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet over to the wing. For 3, Siakam. That shot missing. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.